Hey guys, we are back. We are back. Let's get a few listeners on here and we are going to get into this baby right here, okay? So tonight we're going to be having a conversation about some of my favorite people out there, okay? Some of my favorite people. I went through phases where this would be the only types of people that I would actually talk to. So a little bit more about myself. My name is Seville Coe. I'm out of Kansas City, and my entire life has been in fitness or in sports. And I was a 4-year starter in college, played football, even coached at a national championship program, #1 of all time, Pittsburgh State University. And got into the fitness industry and really had a lot of success very early. As far as had a big clientele, was able to make 6 figures very early into my first year and a half into personal training. And then I went through the process of wanting to grow my business in personal training. So what I'm going to be talking about today is why I feel from experience that everyone who is one of these 3 types of people should have a network marketing business. If you're a bodybuilder or fitness competitor, figure, bikini, whatever. If you're a personal trainer, and also if you are maybe all the above and you're a fitness gym owner as well, or even a franchise owner. So let's take a look and break down some of the income streams, some of the journey, some of the grind, as far as that comes with all 3 of these types of professions and or hobbies, okay? Let's start with the easy one. So starting with bodybuilders, for myself, and when I got to a point in personal training, I was doing about 70,000, doing about 70, 80,000 a year, but I was training a lot, 40 hours a week, was at a private studio, and my boss or my mentor at the time, she was a sponsored athlete with a very large company, and so all I knew was, hey, go get sponsored and go compete at the national level, go get a pro card, and that's gonna help grow your business. So that's actually 100% of the reason why I started competing, and men's physique was definitely my area. I wasn't big enough to be like a bodybuilder, started off in bodybuilding, and men's physique was where I kind of found my groove, the modeling, all that stuff like that. So anyways, I remember it was 2011, the first year men's physique, and I had already did a bodybuilding show 2 years ago. Anyways, I placed in the top 3 at the Texas State Houston Pro, and then I qualified for nationals, and I went on to nationals 6 weeks later in Miami with the NPC, the first year of men's physique at the national show. Anyways, my goal was to grow my business, okay? I did have the dreams of being like, face of a company and all these things just because that was my boss. But anyways, long story short, got to have some meetings with the WGNFIT.COM guys and all that stuff. And the end of the story was I didn't get sponsored. So I didn't get sponsored. I invested about $6,000 into the prep and the travel. And it took a lot out of me, right? It was major focus. Of course, I was in amazing shape. But that was the ticket. Like, I only competed because I wanted to grow my business. That being said, I quickly was really disappointed. Not only just because I invested all that money, all that time, all that energy into competing, my business did not grow. Okay, my business did not grow. So if you're a fitness competitor or a bodybuilder, let's be honest, it's a very expensive hobby. The food, the supplements, let alone investing in the travel. If you make it to nationals, or to whatever, or if you are a pro, then you have to continue to travel and things like that. It's a very expensive hobby. I mean, literally thousands of dollars, okay? And even as a personal trainer who was doing very well, it was a big expense, okay? And so it's very popular right now thanks to Instagram and social media and stuff like that. But if you are a fitness competitor, you're going to need supplemental income to help fuel your hobby, okay? As I like to say is, you can't believe in supplements to supplement your nutrition and not believe in supplemental income to fund your hobby, okay? So that was actually how I got introduced to network marketing, because my client at the time was a businessman And he said, hey, there's this health and wellness company. They want me to look at their nutritional products. If the products look good, if you refer the products, then you're going to get paid money. That was it at its most raw form for me. And I was like, oh, okay, if the science matches up, I'm in. So that is actually how I got involved. And the first 32 days, we ended up hitting a bunch of bonuses and made about $4,500 the first 32 days. So it actually gave me my confidence to go out and start my own business. Okay, start my own business. So the last part with the bodybuilders or fitness or figure competitors, especially right now, you have all of these followers or all of these likes or all of these fans on social media. Wouldn't that be great for you to have a way to service your following, okay, or help provide a product with your following to actually increase your income, okay? Because or else, what are you really after? You just want to be popular and get more likes? Or do you want to, fund this lifestyle and this hobby and your passions and things like that that turn into fitness, let's say competitions and things like that. So honestly, in the shared economy, creating more money for yourself by using social media, it's never been easy, okay? So we're gonna get more into network marketing too. So follow my journey though. So that actually gave me the confidence to quit my job as a contractor, as a personal trainer, a highly paid personal trainer, and start my own business. Now, by the way, I put gym owner next, but I'll go into personal training, okay? So as a personal trainer, I've worked at Gold's Gym. That was my first 30 days out of college. I quickly saw that, working 40 hours a week for a $600 paycheck, that didn't add up to me, you know what I'm saying? So I saw corporate fitness was definitely not the way. So if you are a personal trainer and you are training corporately, if anyone hasn't told you, you will be leaving there or you will be leaving the industry, period. Okay, that is not the home for you. That doesn't maximize your income. It doesn't maximize your worth. When you're new, it's the easiest way to get your face out there. Yeah, sure, but you're held down by the corporation that is only going to give you a certain percentage of the sale of the commission of the service, okay? So that's pretty easy to talk about. So I was in a private studio, had an amazing experience, by the way. I'm always thankful for my first mentor who showed me the ropes, gave me a chance to really get out there. And she was a do-it-first type of leader too, honestly. She was a networker, no college education, but truly just like grinded and based on her training, not only her knowledge, but mostly her networking ability and business savvy, she built a very good business that actually is still running out here in Kansas City, okay? So I had a chance to have a mentor that showed me the way there. Now, as a contractor or even as a manager of a studio, I would get a percentage of override on all of my trainers with the sessions that I sold for them. And then also I was making about 55% of the service hour of all of my clients, okay? And I was billing anywhere between $70 to $150 an hour, making 60% of that take home. So very good take home. That's how I was able to make 6 figures very fast in fitness. And once you master your craft, I was able to build a fast client base, had a raving client base actually, and some of you are still with me today, and I'm really, really thankful, okay? So anyways, if you're a personal trainer, the corporate environment, that may get you started. That is not your home, or else you will never make it in the fitness industry, okay? So finding either a private studio where you can take home a higher percentage, maybe 40, if you're lucky, 35, 40, up to maybe 50% if you're lucky. That's a great way to maximize your income as well, okay? So anyways, for me, then I moved into renting space. So I actually quit that contracting job, was making 6 figures, had talked to my best friend and moving across the country. Me and Rachel had just been official. She's my wife now, but I just asked her to be my girlfriend about 2 months before. And we had a vacation booked out of the country, and I quit my job, okay? So anyways, I started renting space. And what I mean by renting space is there are, no matter where you're at in the country, there are businesses or small businesses that will allow you to rent space, whether it's per hour or per month, that you can take home a higher percentage. Let's say it's somewhere closer to 60 up to 90% take home of the hour. So that was my situation. I actually had paid I think we were paying like 15, 20 bucks an hour of rent on the session, and I would keep everything else. So that was amazing. That was a great way for me to start my small business. And but quickly, as I brought on other trainers and I would start to build more, as in grow my client base, I saw that my overhead was growing. Okay, I saw that my overhead was growing. So in renting space, I was so popular, or we had such a good training program, the referrals were coming in, I couldn't train everyone, so I had 2 trainers that I brought on, and I was paying their rent for their sessions. And very quickly, although we were billing between $10,000 and $15,000 a month, my rent had also jumped up to about $5,000 a month, okay? So it didn't take very long to do the math. I was like, well, at this current rate, we might as well open up our own business. We might as well open up our own business, okay? And become an official gym owner, all right? Now, here's where it got real. When I decided to open up my gym, honestly for me, I had a lot of money saved up. I was a very good steward with the money I'd made. It was very, my standards of living were very low. And so I saved a bunch of cash and was able to open up a gym. I had a partner at the time. And anyways, he helped me open up the building. He's an older gentleman and whatnot. And we started off at about 4,000 square feet. So now I'm a traditional business owner, okay? I'm a traditional business owner. And now we're gonna get into the income. How do you make money if you're a gym owner, okay? Because I was coming from, well, as a contractor, I'm taking home 50, 60%. That's pretty good. Okay, we're making money, 6 figures. All right, cool. Now we move into renting space per hour. I started bringing on some trainers, and we started billing more, but I wasn't profiting anymore. Okay, so I wasn't profiting anymore at all. And so then I was like, okay, well, basic progression. You need to open up your own business. We signed a lease, for a 5-year contract. And got all the equipment. And anyways, I was so ignorant and cocky that I was literally just looking at the bank account. I was like, man, we got over 50 grand in the bank cash. We're billing 10, 15,000 a month. Man, this is nothing. Like, when they say it takes money to make money, like, we're good. And then I found out what it was like to be a traditional gym owner, buying the equipment, okay, the overhead and all those things like that. We quickly expanded from 4,000 feet to 12,000 square feet. We did a total build out and everything like that. Long story short, it probably wasn't the best move. We grew a little bit too fast. I was too young, too afraid to speak my mind at that time. So quickly my overhead, it grew to, we would have to do about 15, almost 20,000 a month to break even now, okay? 15, 20,000 a month to break even. But we had a nice space, field turf, we had the boot camp, sports training, and then we had the personal training on the other side. So between, the $12,000 a month rent check that was due every first of the month, let alone the light bills, the gas bill, the employee payroll, okay? Those things quickly added up. So now, my role, I was really good at the sales. I had a great, amazing team of trainers that some of you honestly have gone on to start your own businesses. I'm very proud of you guys. So that's really cool to have a hand in that process. But quickly, my overhead, just to break even, got up to 15, almost 20,000 a month, okay? Now, some of you business owners, as you know, what you're told is, hey, you're not gonna make money for at least the first 2 years. Okay, ours was about a year. I had a little over a year where I wasn't even able to write myself a paycheck. We attracted some investors and things like that. Anyways, it turned into this big money pit where it didn't matter how much that we sold, there was not enough profits left over for me to feel fulfilled. It was the most pressure I had ever had. I remember our all-time high, our greatest month in the business, we had sold as a team about $40,000 worth of services, okay? Mostly services, a little bit on the product side. But I remember that month because it was an all-time amazing high, but it was an all-time low because I still wasn't able to pay myself first as a traditional business owner. And that's just how it is, right? As a business owner, because you gotta pay off some of the business debt, maybe it's investors, all of those things like that. So really, It's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money do you keep. And to me as a young guy, I just wanted my name on the building. I wanted to be the best of the best, be the best trainer, like be the best in Kansas City, yada, 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 all of this ego stuff, right? So as a gym owner now, I meet a lot of them. It's weird for me to look back because now I see all my friends and colleagues going through the same transition of the process, from independent trainer to maybe a contractor to maybe self-employed to then opening up the gym, and then that's going to close down, and then they're going to figure out what the next step is and stuff like that. So anyways, what is really, really important is to have additional income streams. Okay, additional income streams, because as a gym owner, you're going to have income from, if you have a membership model, a membership model. If you're doing personal training, it's the sessions that are serviced or the packages that are sold. If you have supplements inside there, it's going to be your product or your retail, whether it's gear or whatever it is that way too. Okay, and then as a personal trainer, what I really found that was even more efficient, not the most efficient, we'll get to that, was I sold that just a few years ago, and then I moved to just being self-employed. Now, here's the thing that most trainers don't know, is that they have, if you do your right research, there's lots of small businesses, just like I said, that would rent space to individual trainers for a very small overhead, and they can keep whatever. So I'll tell you my exact situation right now. As far as what it was with training, and even that's, although we've done really, really well there, that's more of a part-time passion thing now. That's the coolest part, to be able to be in that mode for the first time ever. I'm still training clients, but really just working with the clients that I love, not taking the extra ones that I have to just because I need the money. And that feels really good, because at the end of the day, I still love my people, and I love health and wellness and things, but I'm not depending on it as my #1 income source anymore, okay? So there's places that either on an hourly, they might charge you 10, 15 bucks an hour, you keep everything else, or we have an amazing partnership right now with the franchise here that's local, Snap Fitness. I pay 350 bucks a month, and then I get to keep everything else that I bill. So you can do the math on, it's like a 90 to 95% take-home rate also. So it creates a lot of efficiency. It's very fat-free, okay? But here's the catch about being self-employed. You don't have any leverage. So I don't care if you take home 98%, like we've been up to before on our high months. You take home 98%, you still can only service, let's say maybe you do hair, right? But right now we're talking about fitness. You still can only service, how many hours a week can you service mentally and physically? At my cap, what's my limit is really, if I start training over 40 hours, man, it just starts to become like a blurb. Okay, I've trained 55 hours before, got up to 50 again over this past year and a half, and really the quality it's just, there's no free time and things like that. Although you're making money, you don't have any true freedom, because you have to be there for 50 hours a week on trading the dollars for the hour, okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? On the catch of that, even if you get your percentage of take home up, you still run into the trap of how many hours, what's the most that you can service to make the most amount of money. You don't have any leverage. When you stop training or you stop servicing, you stop getting paid, okay? So that's the catch. Now, we got into online training as well. Okay, we got into online training as well just this last summer. Rachel and I, she was my online trainer, actually, hey. And that was pretty, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, as in, I definitely have a good referral for you guys who want to do online training, but I want to tell you the good and the bad of the online training as well. We got up to about 55 clients online. Got up to about 55 clients online. We built it, started in the summer. By the time we got to the fall, it took about 4 months to build it up. But anyways, we really started to master that. We got it up to about a little over $4,000 a month. A little over $4,000 a month on the online training, 4,500. So that was, the money was solid, but at 55 clients, at 50 plus clients, then you ran back into the time. Okay, so you have to create a system. Not only do we write all the content of the website, that was great. There's some great third-party resources that actually allow you to give you the skeleton of the website. It would build the clients and everything. And I have an amazing, a good friend of mine who makes some really good money. I mean, he's doing about 10 grand a month on online training and everything. But the catch is you can't grow past that. You can't grow past servicing. You're gonna find your cap, basically. Okay, if it's 30 clients, if it's 50 clients, if it's 100 clients, there's going to be a cap. Okay, and then you get into that balance of quality over the quantity versus want to just maximize it. So here's a little secret about me, guys. I'm just wired really different. So it can't only be about the money. I have to know that I'm really providing a really good service or value. And I want it to be, I want time leverage too. Okay, so I don't want to sign up, which I basically ended up signing up for another online job. Now we had some freedom, it took off the pressures of training, so we had multiple streams of income. We had multiple streams of income going, but we were capped, okay? And then you had to do the check-ins, and clients are texting me all the time, and yada, yada, yada. So when you get up to 50, there's just a whole lot of TLC that came into as far as the fitness industry, which is, it's a given. I mean, it just comes with the territory, right? But for me, it was unfulfilling because it didn't hit all of my parameters. I didn't have max income, okay? I didn't have maximum income. I didn't have time freedom. I had a little bit of leverage, but I didn't have true leverage, okay? So that is why we're gonna get to what I know for sure is the best vehicle and the best option to create not only time freedom, but truly pay you your worth and then some that's unlimited. If all of it takes hard work, then isn't efficiency the most efficient thing you should do? So this is to my fitness people, gym owners, or personal trainers, whether you are a corporate trainer or private, or you're a gym owner right now, okay? So especially if you're a business owner, because really you have the least amount of leverage and you're probably not even getting to pay yourself personally what you're worth. It doesn't matter what the business is grossing, what are you getting to take home, okay? Not what are you making, what do you get to keep? So anyways, why I love network marketing so much for my fellow peers in the fitness industry is because honestly, man, we're one of the hardest working people out there that just have a passion for health, wellness, fitness, nutrition. Okay, this whole wellness thing. We have a passion for it. Okay, for those of you who are wanting to talk to more fitness trainers, gym owners and whatnot, you couldn't teach us the passion. We have that. And we're willing to work hard and do whatever it takes, put our nose to the grindstone. But here's the catch. I say this with love. A lot of your people in the fitness industry are not the most business savvy people. We're not the most business savvy people. That isn't taught in a certification. I got a master's degree in performance and wellness. We didn't teach business courses along there. And even if you got a business degree, you're not taught the hard knocks or the niche of entrepreneurship and how to maximize your income, multiple income stream, and efficiency. That's not taught in school. It's only taught by experience and a good mentor and good old-fashioned getting out there and getting your hands dirty, getting your nose bloody a little bit, okay? So this advice that I'm giving you comes from experience, okay? So what if you love the fitness industry, even recreationally, what if you got to do your passion and it didn't have to be the #1 source of your income? So let's talk about us in the fitness industry, because it's a grind. I'll be honest with you, it's a grind. There's a lot that comes into us. We have to give a lot of us away to our clients and to our network, because we're caregivers. That's who we have to be. That comes with the territory of working with people. So what if you could get into a business model or a vehicle that could supercharge your way to financial freedom, create more time leverage, and now you get the choice to work with the people you want, do exactly what you want there because you love it, not because you need the money. That's exactly where I'm at today, which is pretty cool. So I want to explain to you the network marketing industry. Right now, my wife and I, we are double presidents here at a company called World Global Network. We're in the technology space, so we're actually still in the health and wellness. We're just out of the weight loss. I graduated out of there. Now I'm into the healthcare side of things and using the technology vehicle in healthcare and raising self-awareness on an international scale that has supercharged 10x everything that we've known financially a lot faster and has raised our contribution and responsibility so much. And honestly, we're making more money than we ever have, and it's never been more efficient. It's hard work, but like I said, we don't mind the hard work. So anyways, network marketing is a 100-year-old industry. The industry alone, just this last year, did $183 billion, okay? So this industry, okay, it's not going anywhere. It's proven. In fact, it's created more 6- and 7-figure earners than any other industry in the entire world, okay? If you haven't figured it out by now, you're not going to become a millionaire in the fitness industry. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not. Most trainers are broke, let's be honest. If you're a gym owner, it's a tough grind, let alone if you get yourself up to a 6-figure take home, not a gross income, okay? If you want to start a fitness franchise today, it's going to cost you 6 figures, 100 grand just to get started in the fitness industry, which, oh, it's worth billions of dollars, okay? So anyways, back to the industry of network marketing, 100 years old, $183 billion on an annual scale. Yes, that's every company combined. Yes, that's Amway. Yes, that's Herbalife. It Works, Isogenics, ACN, all of these companies that you might have heard of before, World Global Network, they're all in the industry of network marketing, just like there's multiple shoe brands, right? Well, there's multiple fitness clubs, right? Okay, so there's 183 billion, 48% of that is paid out every day to people like you and me. 48% of the 183 billion. That means that there's over 200 million in commissions that are paid out every single day to people like you or me for referring a product or a service that we know and love. Just to give you more of the facts, in the USA alone, which is the #1 country per capita on network marketing income, on gross revenue, by the way, USA, 7 out of 10 network marketers in the United States are now millennials. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So all of the new wealth, a lot of the new wealth is being captured by who? The millennials. Why is that? Because technology, social media, texting, social media, baby. It's 2017. It's never been easier to share concepts, products, and ideas in your brand online globally than right now today. Literally, this is the greatest time in mankind history to become an entrepreneur because you can start it with bare minimum, and network marketing typically costs you less than $2,000. You can start an online franchise, okay? And you can share and grow your business internationally. Compared to, as a personal trainer, as a gym owner, the reason why the incomes are so limited is because you're limited by who can drive to you, who you can service on your demographic. Okay, you don't have a national scale or let alone an international scale to service your products or services to your patrons. That's why the incomes in traditional business or in personal training, it would never touch. It can never touch what we're doing here in network marketing, the professionals at least, that are winning really big. Does that make sense to you guys? So now we're talking scale. So when I said I would service 40 to 50 hours, that is the most that I could do physically before I would break down. But now in network marketing, I can use technology to grow and share our products, which right now, honestly, this is wearable technology, so a whole nother industry that's young and getting ready to boom, according to Forbes. Wearable technology is an industry that last year sold 123 million will sell 411 million over the next 3 years. Okay? And what I love so much about wearable technology is you don't have to be a product expert. You don't have to be a buff guy or a nutritionist or, you know, a workout fiend to go be an expert in wearable technology. You put it on, you buy it, and it works. It's the only wristband. We have no competition. It's the only wristband to measure your vital signs: blood pressure, EKG, your mood, your energy, your stress levels. And also, coming up in Q4, this will be the first non-invasive blood sugar monitor as well. Anyways, okay, so network marketing, it's just a proven industry. And the fact is, millennials are really taking a hold of this now more than ever. And we're looking at the current national debt within your millennials. The average college student graduates with $50,000 in debt. When you're taking a look a little higher, our baby boomers are our largest and most wealthiest population, but the truth is most of them aren't retiring comfortably at all. So we have a financial crisis that is actually going on all around the world. Did you know that if you make $100,000 per year annually, that puts you in the top 3% income earners in the world? Now let's take a closer look at that $100,000 a year. That's $8,333 a month. Okay, take out taxes, you got about $5,500 a month. Every 2 weeks, what do you got? You know, $2,700, a little less than $3,000 every 2 weeks. Let alone if you have a family, if you got a mortgage, if you got a car note. Okay, so that's 6 figures. What do you have left at the end of the month? You're broke. You're back to paycheck to paycheck. So the truth is, guys, it's never been a better time to build your part-time, build it part-time. Most people get involved 10, 15 hours a week, okay? But if you get focused and you do it fast, network marketing is a vehicle that can truly be an amazing source of cash flow for you and your family, and a great way for you to team up with you, your best friends, colleagues, followers, people that you don't even know yet, all around the world, okay? Because honestly, guys, what are you gonna do? Work more hours at your job? If you're fortunate enough to be able to control how much you make per hour without the government taxing you more, and you're self-employed, you're gonna run out of hours. If you're an employee, the more you make, the more they take. So you're not actually getting ahead as well too. So if we're all gonna work hard, and here's what I know too, if we're all, for those of us who all are good people, because here's what I know for sure. Money doesn't change people, it just makes you more of who you were before you got it. If you're a good person, you're gonna do more good. If you're a bad or greedy person or scarcity mindset, you're gonna lose it just like all the lottery winners, right? Network marketing, we need more professionals to step into this space and rock it, still being you and being a professional. Let's be honest, there's way too many amateurs here. People that get involved with a lottery mindset and, you know, hope they plan on getting their top 5 friends and getting their hands off the wheel, that they're just gonna take it all the way to the bank, okay? The truth is, you're gonna spend more time educating and reaching out to people, sharing 2 videos, one on the product, one on the opportunity with your people via social media. That's what we do in our group for sure, okay? And then you're just collecting decisions. It still is about relationships, which that's the key to life anyway. We just get to sift faster using technology. Now, in our company in particular, we don't have to do home meetings as well. So that's very, very advantageous, because as far as time efficiency, instead of doing all this, we get to do this. And we use webinars and technology to truly educate our people and use something that has no boundaries as far as culture, as far as age, as far as what you look like, what you sound like, okay, no matter who you are. So guys, I want to encourage you that if you're in the fitness industry, whether it's recreationally or you're a personal trainer, maybe a CrossFit instructor, yoga, a gym owner, the truth is, guys, if you want to continue to do your passions stress-free of finance, you need to get involved in network marketing and apply not only who you are as a person in your character, but become a professional, okay? Find a company that has a product that you wouldn't mind sharing, okay? Most importantly, has a product that's super relevant. And what I mean by relevant is that you don't have to sell it. People are gonna buy it either way, People are gonna buy it either way, with or without you. You have a proven system of how to actually move the product to the market. We have a 2-minute video and a 5-minute video and 30-minute webinars, so scheduled 7 times a day on recordings between live and recordings. And also, we're a publicly traded company that's partnered with Toshiba, so you want to make sure that you get in at the right time, because timing is everything when we're talking about building massive growth. And my goal here, guys, is to open up your mind to a few $100s a month. I'm talking about that financial freedom, not only to thousands of dollars a month, but tens of thousands a week, okay? That's what I'm interested in on teaching you guys here. But I just wanted to open up your mind to not only this concept, but to give you some education, give you a little bit more insight. Maybe if you're in the fitness industry right now, or you're wanting to get in it, I want to tell you what's ahead of you, okay? So you could save yourself 6 years, 10 years of heartache, okay? And go straight to the top. Make it very, very efficient. And guys, it's 2017. There's never been a better time to get involved in network marketing, or to really take that following or grow one organically and truly help more people all around the world. It's time to get outside of our own box, get outside of our own way, and really be a part of something that's way bigger than you. And that's what I encourage you guys to do here today. So if you want to follow us on Facebook or on YouTube, obviously we're here right now on the live for the recording, Seville and Rachel Co. And for us personally, we are definitely looking for our next 45 leaders to work with. We're getting ready for our next 90-day run, and it's going to be very, very exciting. We're going to take our team that we went from 138 personally to about 1,500 total in about 14 weeks, and we're doing about $500,000 in sales right now a week. We want to get that up to about 1.2 million in sales a week. That's our game plan. That's what we're going to do. And I'm looking for a few leaders that aren't afraid of hard work, aren't afraid of getting dirty, aren't afraid of getting in the gym, getting the reps on to master a new skill, and really to cash in on all of this work that you've been putting on yourself. Really be coachable, and let's take this thing to the top so you can have more options for you and your family and your life right now. I don't know about you, but I don't want to wait 30, 40 years to live the good life. That time is right now. Let's work together. Let's leverage this whole thing that's called social media and hard work, and let's take this thing to the very top. So thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.